Hello, this is part 3 of the Battle of Tanagra, 457 BC. We're seeing Athenians over there and the Spartans with their allies over here. There has been a fierce battle here, very even battle so far, and as you can see in the casualty area here we have loads of blocks lying there. Pretty bloody affair this, and we have even victory banner count 4 to 4. For a side to win they need to gain 6 blocks, and well, on the battlefield we are seeing loads of depleted units. We have 2 of these Spartan hoplite units who have managed to retreat back to their baseline here, both in only 1 block strength. We also have an auxiliary here in the same situation. For the Athenians, they have 1 guy down to 1 here. Otherwise, their units are in a bit better shape here. There are a few down to 3 blocks, but many of these 4 block units left. The Spartans only have actually two units in full strength, and they also have, of course, this Spartan hoplite unit there, led by Nicodemus himself. Over there we have the Athenian commander, Myronides. So let's continue this struggle. I think it will end pretty soon. We only need 2. There are some places here to harvest those last victory banners. Let's see where we can do that. So the Athenians, okay, they had the counterattack and they had the inspired left leadership, which for the Athenians would be over there. If they play the counterattack, they will play 2 units here on this side, because the Spartans did activate here. So either we play that, we can then only activate that unit because there are no other linked guys, which is pretty bad. So could move him up to 2 hexes or 1 hex and maybe throw some javelins. That's an idea. I don't know if that's too good. If we play the counterattack, well, it's not the best card to counterattack, I think, this one, but I think it could be worth it to get 2 guys into position here. And here's what I have up my sleeve. If I play the 2 here, maybe it's not that clever anyway. I'd like to activate that leader, but it's not possible because it's just in the center section. So I would need to go up with these guys. I could attack those guys. I don't know. It feels a bit of a waste to play the counterattack on the other hand. If we play the inspired leadership, we can move up, as I said, 1, throw some javelins, but in the next turn we could be hit very hard by those hoplites. So it's not an easy choice here. And you know what I'm doing when there's not an easy choice. I'll roll for it. So I will actually play this one for 1 to 3, 4 to 6. I'll play that one, and I'll let fate decide what Myronides thinks of this situation. Okay, he thinks that we should play the counterattack and activate 2 units here. So what we will do is to go in with these guys. We can attack. I think I'll activate the lights as well, so I'll go with those there. Wait a minute, maybe I should move these guys also towards the threat here. I'll do the lights anyway. Because if I can now throw one die javelin attack here. If these guys retreat, that's fine, I can still attack them. So let's do that. If we are lucky, we get a hit also. So let's see. No, it was a miss. And then we have the main attack coming. 4 dice. And we hit with Green's swords. We got 2 swords, so 2 hits. Not bad. They will of course fight back because they stand the ground. And they are adjacent to a leader, so they will hit with the leader symbols as well. So we got 1 hit and 2 hits and 3 hits. That was an optimal roll by the Spartan allied auxiliaries there. So 3 blocks from this unit now down. That was not expected, I can assure you that. So the bloody battle continues here. Yeah, this is really an open game. Let's see. It's the Spartans. Okay, we got an earthquake or something here that has brought down this card. Okay, so we have heavy troops, light troops, and 3 units left. Problem is there's no units here in the left section of the Spartans. So we either need to go with the lights or order 1 unit. Our choice. I can easily get a banner here, I think. Now if I go with the lights, I could activate those guys and those guys. Throw the javelins. If I miss, I can do the close combat, and I should get it by that. If I hit with that guy, I can throw javelins from here as well against some of those guys up in this line here. And I could as well throw some javelins from here against those hoplite units, and maybe I could then, hoping to get 1 hit, that would be enough, because in the next turn I could move in here and finish them off with this card. I think this is a good plan to get those 2 last banners for the Spartans. So I play the order light troops, order these guys and these guys. I could even move up 1 and kind of sacrifice these in an attack. I mean, that would be 3 dice, and I also hit with sword symbols, so I have a better chance to get at least 1 guy down here. So I think I'll do that. As I'm closing into the end of the battle, we are getting a bit more bold here, so I will move in for a close combat against those hoplites. But here I will not do that. I will want to keep these guys out of range for any other guys, so I'll keep him here and just throw javelins, which will be 2 dice. That was a miss. And now the more important one is 3 dice, a close combat here from here. I am adjacent to a leader here, so we should get in 1 hit. Thanks to the leader we did that, so these guys are now gone. And we got ourselves the 5th victory banner for the Spartans. Close to victory here now. I could momentum advance, but I don't see that. I'm just moving myself closer to an enemy that could hit me, which is a more heavy one than most of the guys up here. So I will stay put there. And here's the other attack. 3 dice again. No leader symbol hits this time, but as I said, I'm happy if I get 1 of those hoplites down, because then I can finish them off with the hoplites later on. And I got that 1 needed. Unfortunately though, or maybe fortunate, I mean, they got this flag, they have to retreat now. First of all, they take a loss, they have to retreat, So they will not battle back, that's a good one, but the thing is now they're out of reach from my hoplites, and that was bad. But I'm getting bold here. I will follow those guys, because if they don't activate here, and I can activate here next time, I will... well, I would need to have 2 activations here. You know, move these guys adjacent, then I could hit also with leader symbols here, a better chance to kill that unit off. I don't know, let's see what happens, but that's the plan anyway. So that was the light unit activation for the Spartans. We hide the rack, take a new card, and see if the Athenians can do anything clever here. Okay, so now they have 2 leadership cards. We still have this left one, meaning Mironides up there, activating on himself, and the other thing is these guys, and this card could actually be a game winner now, because we have that nameless leader here in the center. Let's say it's an Argive leader, and I can now activate that plus 4 units adjacent, so I can activate all these guys now, even that guy, and I will take my chances now to end the game, because I'll first of all advance with the hoplites, attack that auxiliary, hoping to get in 2 hits, get that guy down. Then I could move up my auxiliaries there. I can throw 1 javelin throw here. I can move my lights 2 steps and attack, another javelin throw, and if I just get 1 hit, he's done. So first of all, let's take this leader. Let's put it here so we can activate from through 2 sections in the next turn if needed. And then let's put these guys here. I mean, if Mironides is not able to get this guy, I have another attack coming. And then we simply move these guys 2 hexes here. And what about those lone auxiliaries there? I think... well, let's move... no. Okay, let's move them actually here. Now we can support our guys. I mean, these guys are now in support, because they have 2 units adjacent to them. So that's that. Let's start with a hoplite attack here. Now I'm hoping to eliminate those guys in one attack here. And we got 3 hits. Got in 3 hits, so these guys are now eliminated. And we got the 5th Athenian banner as well. So I don't know, this is perhaps the most close battle I have seen so far. And now for the hopefully winning blow here, and that will be a javelin attack. So we start, I have 2 targets. I mean, I will start with the auxiliaries there. If these guys retreat away, I still can throw javelins against those guys for my lights. So let's start with the auxiliary. So 1 die, and I'm looking for a blue. Okay, it was a flag. We could get that, take that flag, and I think I'll do that. I will move myself out of range of those hoplites. So I was pretty happy with that result as the Spartan. Okay, but there's still another attack. So those lights are skirmishing against the other auxiliary unit here, or these auxiliary units, and yeah, looking for green. Nope, that was a miss. So the battle goes on. Did not end yet. 5-5, and that was the Inspired Center leadership card. Okay. It's kind of tense. Okay, so what do we do now as the Spartan? We have 3 here, no guys there. We have 4 here, we could activate both units. That's kind of what I was looking for, to be honest. It's not the best chance I've seen, but good enough, I guess, because if I activate those guys, I can attack here, move up those guys, and give that leader support here, giving those guys the chance to also hit with leader symbols. As well, I can attack those lights, who will of course evade, but always something. So I activate those 2 by playing this card. So those guys just stays put. Nicodemus arches his hoplites towards the auxiliaries there to support them in their attack. So now we're seeing okay. I mean, if I would do this attack first, these guys will evade. That means I cannot momentum advance there. I was thinking if I could go there and then attack with Nicodemus, but that's not possible. But I could do the light attack anyway first. Let's do that. So Nicodemus will attack here. The lights will evade down there. We still get 4 dice, and it will roll 3 green ones. The game ends actually. We got 1, so we managed to rush up to 1 of those lights before their escape. Okay, so I cannot gain ground. So here's the important attack. I will roll 3 dice for the auxiliary attack. I need 2 hits to win the game. And if I don't do that, I'm afraid this might be over, because if the Athenians may activate again, I'm sure they will get one of these guys in some way. Of course, it depends on what cards they have. Anyway, let's do this now. So 2 hits required, and I have all the bells and whistles with me, so we hit with basically all things that can hit. And you know what? We rolled 2 leader symbols. Adjacent to leader now. Nicodemus did that crucial move to support his guys, giving them the boost they needed to actually route those hoplites there. So the Spartans gain their 6th banner, and the game ends to a Spartan victory. Just like in history, I guess. I think it was a really even battle in reality, and the Spartans did win eventually, so they could march back to Peloponnesus by breaking that siege of them. And well, I mean, if this would have been one more turn, let's just see for curiosity what cards the Athenians had. Okay, they had a double time coming up. Can you imagine what I would have done with that? So they would have, of course, done this last push here, and we have a hoplite unit there, so one of these guys would have been eliminated, that's for sure. You have also a auxiliary unit there, and that light unit. So if this had been a more unlucky roll, for instance getting just 1 hit, it would be an Athenian victory for sure. Okay, fun game. There were many things that affected the result of the game, I think. One is, of course, that the Spartans managed to flee with these guys into the baseline, hindering the Athenians to get those pretty valuable victory banners from those. But otherwise, a good game. Also with we saw some really cool skirmishing happening here, and really, successful skirmishing for once. Usually they just miss and harass, but there was some. I remember there was some turn with huge casualties due to effective skirmishing. I think it was by the Athenians. Yeah, so congratulations to Nicodemus and his Spartans and Corinthians and whatnot. And I think this was the one and only scenario during the first Peloponnesian War. So we will move on to the second, or also known as the Great Peloponnesian War, next time. So I hope you will be back then, and I hope you did enjoy this replay. Thank you for watching, and see you again. Bye bye.